Welcome to Two Old Farts Extras. Stuff you've been missing because you're too lazy to listen or watch our show. And
we're back. You guys, for everyone joining us, Dave kicked us all out when he left. We were not done. So we're part
Dave
two.
is the asshole.
Dave is the asshole.
Dave's the asshole. Let's drink to that.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want me to read it?
Continue.
Also, right?
I'm going to read this before I get more drunk because I'm having issues right now. This was long, so I'm going to paraphrase. Am I the asshole for giving my niece a Sleeping Beauty themed room? So my husband and I have 3 sons, 12, 12, and 10. We also have my husband's niece over during the summer since 2021 due to various reasons. She's 9. My husband and I make a good living in which we are able to have a big enough house that even niece has her own room. And because we enjoy it and the kids love it, I help them decorate their room however they want, and I really let them go crazy with it. It doesn't get expensive, or it does get expensive, especially for 3 boys with very different interests, but it's fun. My niece also has a well-decorated room. She adores Aurora, Sleeping Beauty, also my favorite. So that's the theme for her room. I didn't necessarily ask her mother for permission, as all she said is just make sure it's appropriate for a little girl. So I did. She has a massive princess bed with a princess curtain. Her walls are pink, and my husband and I painted a castle on one of the walls. She also has a dollhouse and a princess chair with fairy lights on it. There's also a framed photo of the prince fighting Maleficent. It's her favorite scene from the movie. We spend a lot of time on this room, but no, I lost my spot. Anyways, whatever. The mom came to pick her up. And so she came.
Your mom home sucks.
So as soon as she came to pick her up, she calls me stupid the second she sees it. A boy mom. She says, I'm repeating. She says she knows I'm a boy mom, but she didn't think I'd be this bad with little girls. I still have no idea what she's talking about until she starts criticizing every bit of the niece's room. Basically, she was upset that the room is so stereotypically girly, and there's a framed photo of the prince fighting the evil villain and rescuing the princess. I don't think it matters, but my niece always talks about being a princess and has said that she wants a prince to save her. I had no clue my sister-in-law was trying to make her stop thinking like this. It was never mentioned to me. She was so pissed off, saying that she should have known I was encouraging her daughter's sexist and misogynistic dreams to make my son's lives easier. And she said she was thankful I didn't have any daughters because if I did, she'd get a boring princess room, while my sons all have very fun and diverse themes. I apologized and she left angrily. I don't know what to think. As a woman, I know how harmful certain stories can be, but I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to be saved by a prince at 9 years old. I wanted to be saved by one until I was 16, but I never let that stop me from doing my own thing. Anyways, am I the asshole?
No, the mother of the daughter is the asshole.
Right. Bio mom is an asshole.
Yeah. The aunt,
she's just jealous that you gave her the room she can't, so she's going to tear it
up.
So
I have 2 thoughts.
A sober one and a drunk one.
The mom. Mom is an asshole for lashing out like that. But obviously there's issues there that her daughter has to come stay with her brother and sister-in-law each summer. So she's she's a single mom. It said that somewhere, but I lost my spot. She's a single mom. Okay. And, she's obviously financially not able to provide what she can for her daughter. Her daughter probably comes back home and is always so excited about decorated rooms she gets and this and that. So there's jealousy.
She's just jealous.
Yeah, I think the mom too is single, and so she's probably pretty bitter that she's having to do it all on her own. No man is helping her or saving her, so she's trying to instill all this hyper-dependence in her daughter. I see where it's all coming from.
When there was that conversation when she asked her, and she just said, "Just make sure it's appropriate for a little girl." Well, you gotta say what I think is appropriate for my daughter. My little girl is such and such.
First of all,
What wouldn't be
princess and a
appropriate?
castle what else is appropriate for a little girl? Are you kidding? That's the most
What did
appropriate thing
what did
if you're
she
9
think she
years
was
old.
going to do? Make a
Right, right.
boudoir for like
Yeah.
a
That's what I'm saying.
child or what?
If you think being too princessy, being too girly, is not appropriate in your mind, you got to tell that to your
Yeah.
sister-in-law who's decorating. So she is an asshole for doing that.
Right.
And then the sister-in-law should have been like, hey, just a little, consideration. Hey, she probably doesn't have the money to do this for herself, so we don't want to go too overboard and too make it nice. But yeah, she's not an asshole. She's
not an
I love
asshole.
Princess Aurora. I love Sleeping
Right.
Beauty. But I'm
There's clearly a
also
reason why
like,
she's
no
staying with them
man
all
is going to
summer.
wake me up from my sleep. No one's going to help me. No man's going to do anything for me.
And that explains a lot. No, like I said, I think the mother here is the asshole, not the aunt, not the aunt that's trying to make it better for when
I'm still
niece is
taking a
there.
shot because at this point I'm beyond help.
I know, yeah, you should just keep going. So, and for those people that are joining Social Intercoursing right now, the reason we're on Social Intercoursing is because when David left Social Intercourse, it killed the feed, and then we had to
He was the
record this
asshole.
show. Yes, he was the
He
asshole.
wanted to have fun without
That's
him.
right. So, and now we're doing this. So, ladies, we have one more to go before it's time to say goodbye to your fans while Rachel can still sit upright.
I've got one.
Randy, go for it.
I've got one. Okay. Am I the asshole for skipping Christmas with my parents since they won't treat me like an adult? I am a 27-year-old female. I've been with my boyfriend, who's 33, for almost 2 years now. We will be getting married eventually, but it's not really a priority right now. My mom won't let us share a bed if we come see them for any reason. When we came over last summer, my boyfriend suggested renting a hotel so we could have privacy and a comfortable bed. It drove my mom nuts that we bypassed her little rules. She wouldn't drop it the entire time we were there. She made me promise not to do that again. My boyfriend's mom and dad retired to Mexico and are really chill. So we made plans to come visit them over Christmas. They are not Christian. They don't really care when they see their son in regards to religious holidays. We did not tell my parents that we weren't coming. My mom asked me at Thanksgiving if I was going to hold my promise not to stay at a hotel over Christmas. I answered truthfully that I would not stay at a hotel. I am sitting here on the balcony of my future in-laws condo, looking at the Caribbean and waiting for sunrise and enjoying the peace and quiet. I made the mistake of going online yesterday and saw a bunch of posts from my mom and sisters about how I was a jerk for lying to them about my plans. I may have been a little tipsy last night because I decided to respond. I said it was ridiculous of them to try to tell me I couldn't share a room with my boyfriend and that I was keeping my promise by not staying at a hotel when we were there. And if they planned on putting everything on Facebook, I would be avoiding all visits for the foreseeable future. They took down their posts when people started crapping on them for trying to control me. Crapping on them. But some people, but that's so polite. Such a polite way to say it. But some people did agree with them. Now they are texting me and calling to say I'm an asshole for making them look bad. I asked them if they were trying to make me look good with their posts. They stopped for a while. I like that comeback. They stopped for a while, but there were more texts and voicemails this morning. I'm kind of liking the idea of skipping out on the drama from now on, but I miss my dad and he is blameless in this. So, who is the bigger asshole?
Mom.
The daughter for not telling them they weren't coming home for Christmas?
Full stop. Full stop. Mom, full stop. That's it. And if you go to your parents' house, you have to respect their rules. It's that simple. It doesn't matter if you're 19 years old or 119 years old. If your parents say that until you're married, you sleep in separate rooms, you sleep in separate rooms. When you're married, you sleep in the same room. If you're visiting them, their house, their rules, very simple. Full stop.
Yeah.
No, there's no anything.
If you can't not be with your boyfriend for one night over Christmas and you have issues,
then she's an asshole for that. The boyfriend should understand it. Now, if they have an uncomfortable bed, you want to stay at a hotel? I'm good. I've done that. You stay at a hotel, it's no big deal. But if you're staying at someone's house, their rules, very simple. Mom's an asshole just because she's blowing it out of proportion. The daughter's an asshole because she kind of blew it out of proportion. But to her credit, yes, I would be going out with my future in-laws and hanging out there because it's chill and there's no stress. Right. And I would like, you know what I mean? It's like,
I'd invite my dad.
Yeah. Like, if you want to go see your parents and you want to hang out, then the boyfriend doesn't have to go. This way you can hang out with your dad for the weekend and you come home. And
you know, I feel like for the mom, if she can call the rules, she calls the shots in her own home. But if someone doesn't agree with them and they want to stay elsewhere, then her jurisdiction stops outside of her home. She cannot impose those rules on someone outside of her home. And she's still trying to. So I say the mom is the asshole and the sisters all sound toxic. Sounds like a toxic mess.
Yeah. Sounds like they should just all be taken out back like a horse. So I like it. So, well, we've had some interesting things. Great. Rachel, you look like angry Rachel today. Are like
I'm sorry. I totally disassociated. I have no idea what the story was, and I'm trying to pick up context clues.
I'm here, man.
All right, let me help you out. So, Mama Bear and Papa Bear, they get together, and when they get together, they make a baby bear. They had this baby bear. And now the baby bear is 27 years old.
It's in Mexico.
Yeah. And in Mexico with this other guy. And when they go visit Mama Bear and Papa Bear, they won't let them sleep in the same room together. Okay, that's what happened. So, and she has more fun at her future in-laws because they're chill. And they let them do the word that we're not allowed to say because Rangie blushes because I color her dress, the horizontal bop, because
it's they just get dumb. To sleep there. I don't blush.
You know what? So
the same story is that religion ruins everything.
Yeah. So I have strict-ish upbringing, Korean, very traditional, conservative.
You're still a virgin.
And,
I know. Yeah.
And my brother's wedding, family, everyone staying in one house together, and my boyfriend at the time, he flew out, and the day after, and my parents, everyone said, you guys are going to have separate rooms. So I was like, fine, whatever. I was like, I mean, just because we're not married, but we've been together for like 8 years. Okay, we'll have separate rooms. Well, as soon as he came, they put him in my room, and they're like, "Oh, have a comfortable, nice time." Right. I was like, "What? Wait, what?" I was like, "What? They must have forgotten. I don't know what happened."
You've worn them down, Rachel. You've worn them down.
8 years.
I was ready to. I was like, the aunts don't care. The uncles won't say anything. Okay, nobody made a big deal out of it. So I was
talking about you behind your back when you left, probably.
Okay.
Oh, I find that interesting. But yeah, you just let it go. If they say don't share a room, don't share a room, whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. This goes to that generational thing. It's your parents' fault. They didn't raise you right. It's just that simple. Like when I, in the 80s, the year 80, not any other numbers in front or behind, and I visited my wife's, BC, right, not even CE. But when I went to visit my wife's parents for the first time, we weren't married. We slept in separate rooms. It was like your house, your rules. Very simple. It was not a big deal, and it never occurred to me to ever say, well, I don't know why we have to say. Of course, it's your house, your rule. It's I don't, like I said, whether you're 18 or 118, makes no difference. You go to visit your parents, that's it.
What happens if your parents come to your house and you guys are living together and your parents don't agree with you sleeping together?
Your house,
your rules.
Well,
I think so too.
Right. It's not an A or a B. It's like when I would visit my parents, my mom would say, "You're not married. This is what you do." Cool. If they would come visit us, and my mom's your house, your rules. My mom's like, "You sleep whatever room you want. Where do you want us to stay?" And boom, that was it. And it was just an understanding because everybody acted like an adult. It wasn't like,
I like that.
Why can't you sleep?
Exactly.
Listen, I'm doing whatever I'm doing to this person 300 days a year. I'm good. Like the 2 or 3 days or the 7 days I'm visiting, whoever I'm visiting, I'll survive. It's okay. Like I'll make do. And then when we go back home, I can do whatever I was doing again. And so everybody in this whole thing is a little immature. The boyfriend's immature for not being a man, saying, I totally get where your mom's coming from. Should tell his girlfriend to take a pill, and the girlfriend should take a pill. So in that respect, immature assholes.
What the hell does that mean? Take a pill?
It means chill out.
Chill pill.
Chill out. Just like take a pill. Take a pill. Just chill. Yeah.
Why? How did we go to Plan B? He's just
No, we're not.
B
Yeah, no,
like,
not Plan B. No.
What is happening?
No,
Okay,
that's called pull out. Anyway, the other thing is, but my point is that it's just funny when I see and hear this. I'm just like, really? We would never even think of it, but it was always understood. When I visit friends, and they're like, blah 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 blah. With your house, your rules. I'm good, and I don't make a thing out of it. But it's this generation wants to make things everything.
Yeah, I mean, the asshole's funny, and it's funny to like see what people, but they make the biggest deal out of the dumbest shit, and that's why it's kind of always like. That's why I'm drunk, because like, you are an asshole. This doesn't matter.
You're an asshole.
Exactly. Aggie's being an asshole.
Aggie.
She hears my voice, and she's like,
she can't hear you guys. She just sees me.
Oh.
She's waiting for mommy to fall off the chair and go.
She's watching me like, what's wrong with you?
oh, geez. Okay, I almost did fall off.
Okay.
Don't fall off the chair.
This was a show.
Ah, there she goes.
Chaotic shows. I love it. Everyone, join us next week. We'll be sober.
Sober?
It's so fun.
Is this the end of the show? Should I run the ending credits?
Closing.
Should I run the ending credits for you right now?
Maybe.
Yeah, okay. Bye. Don't forget to go to the merch store. We'll have the link below if you want to buy a baseball cap or a shot glass for the next show. Don't forget to subscribe and like. The ladies want to say thank you very much.
Was that a shot glass? That looked like a beer glass.
That's a beer glass.
Excuse me. That is a man's shot
glass.
Not a woman's shot glass. I just had to say that to get you going because you're drunk. Anyway, it's a beer glass, yes, but you can get that as well. Coffee mugs, whatever. Don't forget to subscribe and like. We love you all. The girls will promise they won't be drunk next week, and we will see you all soon. Cheers, everybody.